that's my biggest advice to anyone is don't underestimate yourself and don't think that it's impossible because it's not. As long as you have some
That's right.
time to dig in and look for things and even ask people questions, right? Just like reach out to local business or friends, families. Like you said, it's all about networking, right?
Right.
I think that anything is possible, and that would be my advice. Don't give up,
Wow.
and really.
Hello, Las Vegas. Now, everyone knows Las Vegas is about business trends and social networking. Clothing and fashion plays a major factor. My guest is not on the show today because of their unique small business, but the purpose their unique small business serves. Specializing in women's fashion and giving back to her community. Let me introduce Cindy Lum, owner of Krayzd, the online boutique. Cindy, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me today. I appreciate
Oh
it.
man, it's a pleasure. So as soon as I saw your cause and the perfect of what's your purpose of with your business, I knew this was perfect. And then also just do social media is a powerful tool for networking. Before we start, Cindy, a quick advice to the audience that is listening. Quick advice to someone who believes setting up an online store is impossible.
Well, I would say setting up an online store is not impossible. There's really nothing that's impossible if you don't have to, if as long as you have to drive, right? One
Right.
thing with online business, in particular online boutique, but I would say it just comes down to researching, right? I myself felt the same way. At first, I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to have my online boutique, something to create of my own to give back to the community. And it took a very long time for me to even be able to realize that this was something I could achieve.
Right.
And it happened simply by trying to help someone else with
Hmm.
promoting and creating like gear, right? Like swag merchandise.
Right.
And I started doing research. It was simple as that. I was like, okay, I need to create t-shirts. I need to put a logo on something. And from that, I really realized, okay, this is a lot easier than I thought the whole process would be. So I think that's my biggest advice to anyone is don't underestimate yourself and don't think that it's impossible because it's not. As long as you have some
That's right.
time to dig in and look for things and even ask people questions, right? Just like reach out to local business or friends, families. Like you said, it's all about networking, right?
Right.
I think that anything is possible, and that would be my advice. Don't give up,
Wow.
and really, it's okay to look at things, and sometimes you will fail, right? Like the failure
Correct.
is always going to be there, unfortunately, but learn from that mistake and not give up.
That's right. That's right. I love it. Little off topic. Do you journal, Cindy? Do you journal every day?
I don't. That is
All
something that
right.
I've tried to take on, but I will tell you, it's kind of like on and off, on and off.
That's right. Yeah, and the reason I was asking because let's just listen to your story and how you turned in helping someone to a business. Your journaling will be an interesting story to read. Is the reason why I asked. So I'm sure that would be very interesting.
Thank
Now,
you.
I love business names and the history behind them. Now, the origin of your business name, Crazed. Let us know, how did you come up with that business name?
So it was something that I was just thinking, okay, so what do I want my business to represent, right? I want my business to represent something that's up and coming, right? Almost like it's, a craze. It's something that's hip, that's happening at the time. And although I don't want it to be just like a little like a time, like it's only a craze right now. But for
Right.
me, it's something that I want to bring in the items that are popular at the time, right? So that's
Mm.
where the name of craze came from.
Okay. All right. Trending. It is trending. It's different also. It's popping. It's just like, wow. Because it's almost, it could fall under a list of a lot of things. So it looks like you have I can see more than clothes, with your business in the future. I can see you doing more than, just clothes, especially with that name. It's so catchy.
Thank
Now,
you.
did you set out to be an online business from the get go when you were starting up? Did you think like, you know what, I just want to have an online business, or you just happened to go in that direction as you started put the pieces of the puzzle together?
So, um, no, initially, my ultimate goal is to have a brick and mortar, right? And not one, but
Okay.
have multiple brick and mortars.
Right.
But right now, I am a full-time mom, right? I have a full-time career as well. And then, of course, I'm an entrepreneur. So with everything that I have, that I have to work on, it made sense to have an online boutique to start with,
Right.
right? And create
Smart.
that audience and create that customer loyalty. And also, I just felt like I could reach more individuals doing it online and just being specifically in one location only. But like I said, the ultimate goal is definitely to have many brick and mortars.
Right. I would love to be part of your each step because I do see your potentials. Not only that, I've also interviewed other boutique owners that started just online that have brick and mortars now. And it's just beautiful to see the progress and the evolution of each step. That's why I'm thankful to even have you now with me, because I can imagine by next year we'll be having another interview, opening up your first store and everything. So this is beautiful, being part of
Thank
these
you.
steps. Right, it is. It is. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, what is some of the methods that you can say for having an online store? How can you stay ahead of the trend in fashion by making sure you have those fashion in stock for your clients?
So, it goes back to making sure I research a lot and the networking, right? So, like one thing that Vegas is huge for is the Magic Trade Show, right? Where it
Right.
really brings all the fashion and the manufacturers, everything. So that is something that I do attend. I recently attended, I think it was, oh, I forget, September of this year.
Hmm.
So I attended the first one there, and it was incredible because
Nice.
it really displayed all types of fashion, right? And
Right
they
on.
also showed you like the up and coming trends, the predicted trends at least, right? So that's something that I do take into account when trying to stay trendy. And also like my demographic and the type of people that I am trying to target as well.
Correct. Now, do you find it easy nowadays to promote on social media, or harder, to promote? And if so, which
That's
platform you prefer? Which platform you prefer to like promote on mostly?
Okay, so that one is a kind of a tricky question because, yes, it's definitely easy to promote on social media, right? But
Right.
at the same time, it's very difficult. And the reason why I say that is it's very time consuming, right?
Correct.
Anytime you create, I mean, obviously, I'm sure you're a
Yes.
content creator. So
Yes.
content, something that takes 10 seconds or let's say 30 seconds, in reality can take 30 minutes to an hour or even longer, right?
Right.
From
Right.
just
Right.
coming up with the idea and editing and, all the retakes, etc. So I, that is a challenge of mine because I definitely is something that I really need to hone in on. But being that, I'm pretty much doing everything by myself, right? Like, yes, I have
That's right.
help, but at the same time, this is a business that, I have to promote on my end. And also, I'm looking for other people to help me promote. But I
Okay.
definitely for 2023, that is a goal of mine to really be on social media and very active. Looking at, TikTok, I was a lot more active on TikTok, but now I see that
Okay.
there's a lot more things going into YouTube. So that's what I'm trying to
Right.
focus on as
Right.
well.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, by actually it will be 2 years in March for us with the podcast. But we recently, I will say, give and take 4 to 5 months, really started paying attention to YouTube. It's like soon as you like catch one, you're like, dude, I didn't even pay attention to this, and I need to be doing this.
Hmm.
And then you do move there, and then it's going to be another one, and it's just this is a nonstop thing. But the main thing is almost, I think nowadays it's just consistency and staying with your niche and not staying out your realm. You to know your purpose and what you're doing it for. Because everything I see as far as your social media accounts and your website, everything is professional, which builds trust
Thank you.
with everything out there. It's so many things that people can go on and shop, whether if it's legit or not legit. I think at the end of the day, what separates us is trust and trust accounts and all that, to know that there's a real person behind this, or who's really doing it, or what is their purpose. And that builds rapport. And with you is the main reason why I have you on your this show is your program. That Love It program is a beautiful program which gives back to the community. Also keeps business going. How you set that up, that was very intelligent and very selfless. Also, let the audience know about your Love It program and how to participate with it.
Thank you. So the Love It program, I will give a little bit of background how it started, right?
No problem.
So with COVID happening in 2020, right? Everyone was sent home, and we were told, "Oh, it's only going to be 3 months. You'll be back," etc. And obviously, it's, we're still here today. It's not as bad, but it's
Right.
basically changed our lifestyles, our work, everything, right? Well, unfortunately, with COVID, a lot of people gain weight, right? I being one
Sure.
of them. I gained 10 to 15 pounds. And I remember struggling with, I don't want to purchase clothes because this isn't my goal weight. I don't feel good right
Mm.
now, etc.
Mm.
But in the same token, not having the right clothes and look, to fit my body because I'm no longer the weight I used to be, was making me
Gotcha.
very uncomfortable. And the more and more I talked to people, I realized I wasn't the only one that was going through that, right? I want to say
Right.
basically like every single person I knew was going through that struggle.
Right.
So when I opened up my boutique, I said, you know what? I want to do something for the people out there that are having that same issue, right? And
Hmm.
some people, it might be that they want to gain weight. There's some that maybe, want to lose weight or get to that goal weight. Whatever the goal weight is, the Love It program allows them to purchase an item from my boutique. And once they hit their goal weight, if they love that item, they can send it back to me and I will send them that item in the new size, right? Whatever their goal size is now, whatever they need, I will
Wow.
send it to them. And in addition to the item that's returned to me, it's not sold or anything like that. All those items that are returned are actually donated to the Shade Tree Foundation here in Las Vegas, which is a women's
Beautiful.
a homeless shelter, and they help out women who are in abusive relationships or just lost their home, things like that. So they help them out. So that's how what the Love It program is. So not only is this person,
Beautiful.
getting that item and looking good, feeling good, but they're also giving back to the community by sending it back to us.
Wow, that is a beautiful plan, beautiful layout. Now, with those that are listening, and also business owners, this is really something to look up to, especially bigger business. I wish bigger corporations and clothing companies had that mind state, which you have, in doing that. Of course, keep this
Thank you.
drive and keep this purpose. Once you do get up there and you're making, all this money, always keep this in you. One thing is, I know it doesn't fall in your lap to do that, but you came up in the pandemic with this business. Once you came up with the business, you have to have relationships set with Shade Tree. How did that go about when you came up with the idea and the steps that you took to, like, you know what, I need to really take these steps? Because I know everybody has all these ideas and everything. And I think out of 90% of people who have these great ideas, only 10% usually take action and bring those ideas to fruition. What was some of the important steps that bring your ideas to fruition to build this relationship with Sage Tree to make this possible?
Yeah. So initially, the plan was actually to donate to Ukraine, right? So that was where I was going to send all the clothes. And when, to be quite honest, I had promoted it that way and everything. But when it
Hmm.
came down to sending all the clothes to Ukraine, it became very difficult. I had to reach out to numerous people, and I was getting the runaround, like nobody could really help me or send me the right location, things like that. And it was just too
Right.
much. Also, the amount of clothing that I was sending out was an excessive amount to ship out, right? Especially
Hmm.
to that place. Um,
Right. Right.
so it was very difficult, and I realized as much as I wanted to help them, there's also people here in my community that need the help as well. And my previous employer, we would always volunteer and do things with Shade Tree. So that's how I realized, okay, so I'm sending
Mm.
the clothes. It's mainly for women or people that identify as women. And
Right.
I said, well, a shade tree would be the perfect place because it just from the background that I had from my previous employer, I know that a lot of times victims of domestic violence, they don't have time to pack, right? They don't have time to
Right.
pack and grab their
Right.
clothes and things like that. It's kind of just out, right? It happens, and the
Right.
first opportunity they have, they're out of there. So they don't
True.
leave with clothes with them or anything like that. So that's how I decided to do it. And to be quite honest, I don't even know if Shade Tree even realizes who I am or what I that I'm donating the
Oh,
stuff
gosh.
because I just schedule the appointments online because you can schedule it online, and I just drop off these boxes of
That is
clothes.
so neat.
So,
Right. Wow, that is a big heart. They're sure gonna know. If I have anything to do about them knowing, they will know because not everybody wakes up and comes up with a business plan with that in mind. And that is great that you did that. Audience, you hear that she's such a big heart. Cindy Lum, owner of Krayzd, the online boutique. You guys, if ladies that are listening, the Love It program, that is a great program. Even if you don't need clothes, it's a resource you can provide to help Cindy out. Cindy, while I have you on air, if there was something that, if you have a resource or anything that you could utilize right now, that if it was given to you, that could get you to that next level, what would be that one main thing that comes to your head? Like, yes, if I had this, I can really turn things around.
I would just say the marketing or not, or just the word to mouth, right? Like getting the word out of the business. I think that's the biggest thing I need right now, right?
Okay.
We
Okay.
definitely there. Uh, I actually have some loyal customers now that I'm very happy about, but I feel like there's not enough people to know about Craze or the Love It program.
Okay.
So the more that we could share, make it go viral, I guess that would be what I
Oh,
would think.
yes. Oh, yes, and that's why I have you on this show. Now, while we're talking about that, let us know your social media handles for those that are listening now that can go. Let us know the social media handles, also the website where they can shop for the clothes.
Yes, of course. So the website is Krayzd.com, and that's spelled Krayzd. And for the social medias on TikTok, it's Krayzd underscore. Same for Instagram, Krayzd underscore.
All right, y'all. And of course, that's Krayzd, Krayzd, Krayzd. And if you're driving, don't click now. You could guys always could go to the show notes. Inside of the show notes, I do have her social media and also the website where you can check out the website, purchase the clothes, and also read and join the Love It program, which is a beautiful program. Definitely. Cindy, thank you. Now, Cindy, before you get out of here, we're going to get into this
Hmm.
or that. Let the audience know a more personable side of you. And I give you two
Okay.
options. You let me know which one you prefer. And of course, we're going to see how very, very Vegas you are. All right.
Uh-oh. I hope I
Yes. All
make us
right.
proud.
You will. Now, the first this or that, in Vegas, would you prefer summer in Vegas or winter in Vegas?
Mm, I would say summer.
Yes.
Even though
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like the heat, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the heat. But I don't like the cold, and at least during summer you can go to the pools at the casinos.
Right. I think I'm with you on that one. And now it's crazy because we all hate the heat and we get up to 120. But it's almost like when the cold, that summer brings a different vibe, especially at night. When it's at night and it's still like
Yeah.
105. You feel like it's daytime still. So it is a different vibe, but it
Yeah.
does get cold here. I know visitors that come and see me, they didn't expect it to be as cold here as it does get in the winter. And it does get real cold.
Yes. And then it's like you can't do anything.
Nothing. All right. So now next one is for the business. Best sellers, if you would say for the 2022 year you had, would you say you sold more dresses to women or jeans?
Dresses. Actually, a lot of
Dresses.
dresses. Summery, flowy dresses. That was the best seller.
Love it. Yeah, love it. That is trending too. The little dresses, the comfy ones. I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing a lot of that. Yeah, so that is real cool. Now for this one, you're going to keep it Vegas. When you're out leisurely in the town or even taking family out and you're in charge of touring, do you prefer downtown or on the strip?
Downtown.
Downtown, baby. Yes, we love downtown. I
Yes,
love downtown, especially
downtown.
Sundays. It's just something about that Sunday vibe when you go down there, to let it out, knowing you got work to do Monday, and it's just downtown Sunday, just perfect. And then, of course, first Saturday. I love first Saturdays out there to see all the other local business and everything.
Yes.
Have you been down there on first Saturday?
I have not. So I have to make it down there. I've only gone to First Friday, and a couple of festivals, but I haven't made it down
Okay.
to First Saturday. So definitely that's on my bucket list.
That's cool. We're gonna have to go out there. I'm gonna have to go out there with you and promote Krayzd, get something going together,
Thank you.
and get out there and get some content together out there in the community with you. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Appreciate that.
So now we're gonna see. You're welcome. We're gonna see how very very Vegas you are with this one. Now this question, I love this question. I have to research this one. So this one is how many light bulbs are on the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign? And I'm going to give you three
Oh my
options. So
gosh.
I do give you three options. I know. So again, the question is how many light bulbs are on the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign? So you have 109 light bulbs,
Mm-hmm.
89 light bulbs, or 210 light bulbs.
Um, let's say 110. I think that was out of an
The
option.
109 one? Yep.
Yeah, it's
it's
109.
actually It's actually 89 of them. And I was like, hold on, it's
Oh, okay.
89. Yes. Funny, the banner I got right behind me too. So the bulbs.
I started to count,
Oh, look at you. I didn't even think about that. I
but
didn't think about that.
obviously I didn't count
Oh,
correctly.
oh
Um,
man, that's cool. What's your favorite eating spot out here, Cindy? Let me know.
mm, let's see. Well, my favorite, I think I have favorite eating spots at like different times. So right
Mm-hmm.
now, I would say my favorite is called Chinita Tapas. It's in
Chinita
Henderson.
tapas? What?
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me write that down. Chinita tapas.
Yeah,
All right. And
it's
you
in
know what?
Henderson.
I haven't did nothing in Henderson. I'm always thinking like Henderson is like looking at me probably like, dude, when are you gonna come to our way? Henderson, I'm gonna have to go there.
Yeah, it's
See,
on Water Street.
Water Street? Okay, so see, this is
Mm-hmm.
perfect where I usually do two of my guests. See, this would be a perfect time, what I call an ad opportunity, where we can promote you and we can promote the place. Like you're telling me about this place to go eat. I love going to eating places and showing it off. We need to set a day we can go
Yeah,
here and I
it's
can
great.
double promote you and the food place. So we can set some up and you
Yeah,
can
that's
introduce me
awesome.
there. Yeah, we could do that. All right. Cool. Cindy, owner of Krayzd. Let them know the social media handles and the website one more time before we get out of here, Cindy.
Of course. So it's Krayzd.com. That's the website for the boutique. And TikTok, Instagram is Krayzd underscore.
Yes,
K
you
R
guys,
A Y Z D.
shop local. You guys support local, shop local, buy local. Okay, you guys go support Cindy. Check out her website. Again, right here in the show notes, you could go there and click right there and check her out. Cindy, was there anything you wanted to add or give any shout outs before we get out of here?
No, I think I can't think of anything else other than thank you for your time and allowing me to be a part of this program.
Oh, you're welcome. This is a beautiful thing you have going on. I believe in you and I do see the potentials. And if there's anything that I can do for you, just reach out. You let me know. Okay, Cindy?
Thank you. Oh, I just thought of something. I'm so sorry.
Hmm. No problem.
Oh,
Go ahead.
so my son is a local singer or a rapper, I guess I would call. I don't know.
Okay.
He does a little bit of everything, but
Okay.
his Instagram is kingsley.999. So
Kinsley. Okay.
KINGLEYS dot nine nine
Why
nine. He is on
that nine?
Spotify, Apple, all of that stuff. So if you
Kinsley
want a
nine
new,
dot 999. Okay.
hmm
So I'm gonna check them out. Reach out. Might have to get them on something too. So I will check them out. I appreciate that. That's
awesome.
good
Thank
looking right
you.
there. Yeah, that's a good mom right there now. Kinsley. Right. Hey.
I try.
Hey.
I try.
That's right. Again, Cindy, I thank you. You guys go check out her website. Check out the boutique online, Krayzd, Krayzd. She is one of our owns. Go check her out and support. Please do. Cindy, thank you again for joining us and promoting your business. Beautiful business. And audience, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. You guys could have been anywhere, but you're here with us. And I will see you guys next Friday. Cindy, I'll talk to you later. Okay, you take care.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.